been traveled through many elite places. I went from the Buckingham Palace to under the Getty Museum in Los Angeles, still under the custody of Child Protective Services, the child welfare system. And everybody is so worried about the elite, and we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. I was trafficked to people within my schools. I was trafficked in underground tunnels that link under your schools, through your cemeteries, under your amusement parks, through Universal Studios, and into Hollywood elite homes, all over the place.
In containers with his shipment of kids. There were kids in there that didn't speak English. There were kids that were sick and that were already dying. There were babies that were 6 years old, and I'll never forget them just crying, and everybody was just staring at them. Everybody was just staring at each other. Nobody knew whether or not to move.
Talking about the victims that are still going through this right now with other people who are running to cover and deleting their social medias. Pink, Megan Fox, Tyra Banks, Steve Harvey.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
Katt Williams just sent the entire industry into major panic mode again after he came out to corroborate everything Ally Carter said about her experience on Epstein Island. What really got people shook were the names Katt brought up, because these are people you would never expect to be freaking off at Epstein Island. Hell, even Denzel Washington got exposed too. That's how crazy this list is. Ally is the only person who came forward with the truth about what they were up to, but everybody and their mama labeled her all types of insane because the stuff she was describing was too disturbing for them to accept. Ally has a whole hard drive, documents, sworn statements full of proof against all these folks, and she's preparing to drop it all publicly real soon.
Beyonce was on that island where they was kids.
Damn! Okay, so for those who aren't familiar, Ally Carter is one of the industry's survivors, and she's been non-stop trying to call out the industry. She claimed she was kidnapped and held in underground tunnels for years alongside others, while sick, ritualistic ceremonies were performed on them. She claims they were restrained with heavy chains, while Illuminati practices were carried out on them. Mind you, all this supposedly happened to her when she was below 18.
4-year-olds that people take pride in sticking bars of children. I don't think people are going to be able to stomach the fact that people tie 2, 3, 4, 5-year-olds to horse stables and have horses and dogs with them, and then they get off on that. I don't think people are going to be able to stomach the fact that people hang upside down in satanic ritual meetings, and they literally hang them. Literally, by metal prongs, they hang them to get dripping out of them, and people go up under and like you're under a rainfall to take their blood.
Now, when she first revealed all this, folks were questioning her for 2 reasons. First, where are the parents of these victims? And why would they hand over their children knowing this is what's happening to them? And second, these claims sounded too extreme for people to accept. The reality is, most people don't want to accept that these things are real. They'd rather keep living in a bubble where these celebrities they idolize aren't monsters and are actually the wonderful people they pretend to be. But sadly, that's not what's actually happening. And Ally has been attempting to wake everyone up to this for years.
They tried to feed us. And I remember it because when
Pig
you
night.
have to do
Say what?
orders, jobs like that, you don't eat. You're not allowed to eat. You actually have to starve yourself, because when you have to do those type of jobs, you can't eat because you will throw up.
Really?
If you are doing, or if you are a guy doing it, you will shit everywhere.
But here's where it gets crazy. Allie got tangled up on this because she is allegedly the secret daughter of Tupac, and since no one wanted her to claim his estate and publishing, she was carried off into it. And once Allie started calling out all this mess, her life was threatened. It turns out, she was even lined up to testify in the Diddy trial, but she disappeared right before she was scheduled to make her court appearance. From what's been reported, the feds placed her into witness protection after she dropped a video saying her life was in danger.
You get pressured, attacked, stalked, and hunted down for your own information. You get abused and re-victimized again by people who wanted to argue a back and forth this week like that fucking mattered. Okay, you had Stu Peters and Timothy Charles Homestead going back and forth, and nobody has even bothered. Not that I give a damn, and not that I understand that you guys are gonna be that selfish, but nobody has bothered to apologize for all the hell that has happened. But you guys were arguing back and forth, and in that meantime, we lost our home. You don't believe me? Here you go. What once was a full house, we were still paying rent on our house. What we were doing this whole time was moving everything because our house is gone. Our house is gone. This is the speaking out. What was our beautiful 3-bedroom acre home on 21225 Standing Rock Avenue, because everybody has the address, because organizations that were attached to Marx, Sawyer, and many other organizations decided to put out the address, my license plate to one of my cars, and many other of my So here you go. You can have it, right? Because this is what happens when you speak out. This is what happens when you tell all the truth. This is what happens when you decided to stand up for the children, and when you understand that survivors don't just get to do a seminar, and when you understand that survivors don't just get to just be and then show up somewhere and talk and monetize everything that they're saying. When you realize that that's bullshit, then you will understand. Look at the tactics and pay attention. Pay attention. I'm still not asking you for a damn thing but to wake up. I'm not asking you for a damn thing but just to get outside. I don't give a damn about money, numbers on my platforms. You can have all of it. You took everything. The only thing that I give a shit about right now is the fact that there is a baby in the way. There's babies in the way. There are people that I love that I can't get out of the way. What am I supposed to do when the people in the authority that you're supposed to go to, you can't go to them?
Now the thing is, Allie wasn't shocked that the feds brushed her off. It's common knowledge that these powerful figures control these officials. Her real frustration was that every day, people were also dismissing her as unstable, when all she was attempting to do was expose the horrific activities happening behind closed doors. Mind you, she wasn't profiting from any of this. She was simply sharing clips explaining what she had survived over the years. In fact, she escalated things by submitting a sworn statement in which she directly named some of the celebrities she witnessed being involved. And yeah, it featured all your favorites like Birdman, Diddy, Denzel Washington, Young Jock, Beyonce, and Jay-Z. The affidavit read, "They are literally set on a table and had to wait for people to come choose them for acts. Once they were done having X, they were placed back on the party favor table, and someone else could then come and pick them out from the table and repeat the process. I had to sleep with so many people. Fetishes were happening everywhere, and they kind of separated them into areas. For instance, one of having X in red fluid was in one area, while one with animals was in another area. I had to sit on the party favor table and wait to be chosen, the way someone would choose a gift bag off the table at a birthday party. And some of what she revealed is too graphic for me to discuss here. So y'all can research it yourselves and compare it with what's been released in the recent Epstein files. Now, if only the FBI hadn't dismissed Allie and actually listened to her from the beginning. Most of these secret underground locations she mentioned would have been revealed way before the Epstein documents surfaced. Now, while everyone was second-guessing Allie and straight up even accusing her of lying, guess who was on her side? Katt Williams. People have been piecing together the things he said and the things that Allie has also said about the industry, and they believe everyone adds up. Like, remember the time that Katt Williams got dragged for saying he won't allow himself to get emasculated by the industry by agreeing to wear a dress? Well, what if I tell you that the Epstein files actually exposed the industry for deliberately emasculating men?
That's what they all end up saying at the end of the day. Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until...
No. Oh, no.
So they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay.
So in the Epstein files that leaked, Epstein was talking with biologist Robert Trivers about creating more feminine men and more masculine women. There were email transcripts of a scientist called Robert Trivers responding to Epstein's email, where Epstein asked about transgender biology, to which Trivers responded, confirming that it was possible to manipulate and control things on a molecular level to make women have male parts and vice versa. The email read, and I quote, "By the way, we are now pushing the intervention earlier, so you notice your son has trans tendencies, so now you intervene with hormones. I would be frightened to do that, but who knows?" And remember what Katt mentioned in Joe Rogan's podcast about certain ceremonies tied to all this, and even suggested that these powerful figures worship a totally different type of deity? Well, the Epstein messages seem to validate that.
I have a good mirror.
Somebody asked Epstein, what do you think of the devil? And he said, look, I'm just gonna say it.
It's a serious question. Do you think you're the devil himself? I don't know. Why would you say that? Because you have all the attributes. You're incredibly smart. He is number 1 or 2 archangel. And the reason he goes to hell and leads the rebellion is because he can't be the top guy. And his thing is, I'd rather reign in hell than serve in heaven. I saw that in a movie.
He went even harder, claiming the individuals who truly control the entertainment business are way more vicious than anyone understands. According to him, it required being attacked countless times before he completely grasped what he was facing. And he made it obvious. There's a price.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them. Yeah. But now, it's not necessary for us to stir up that hornet's nest unless we intend to get stung 1,000,000 times. I didn't understand that. They had to sting me 1,000,000 times. Right. I'm still not going to join, but I respect it a little more.
Right. And when you challenge power in that system, he suggests, you pay for it. That's exactly what they did to Allie and Katie. But they stood 10 toes down on everything they said. And now they are getting vindicated. Jay-Z even got mentioned in the documents. There were even pictures of him with Harvey at Diddy's notorious adults-only celebration for his 29th birthday. And Jay-Z genuinely appeared comfortable being there. Now, even though Denzel also appeared in that statement, it looks like him and Jay-Z might not be as tight as they used to be, because this clip of him clearly avoiding Jay-Z at a game blew up right after the Epstein list came out. And folks are guessing that whatever tension exists between them probably connects to the supposed activities they participated in together. Allegedly, Denzel witnessed all this happening, panicked and bounced, and has since gotten much more spiritual. But he's too scared to speak out because of threats to his livelihood and safety. And while we're discussing rituals, let's talk about this clip from 2024, where MIA claimed that Jay-Z and Beyoncé pressured her to undergo plastic surgery and take part in satanic ceremonies that involved her dousing herself in red liquid, coating her body in black substance, and putting on devil horns.
I met Jay-Z and I signed to Rock Nation. The first thing he told me to do is get plastic surgery. I'm not insecure because I would have got plastic surgery. People make it, they all can turn around and thank Beyonce because that's it. And enough is enough. I'm coming for everyone now. And even Adele, when she gets an award, she thanks Beyonce. Oh, I didn't want to drip myself in and cover myself and swim in goop, in black goop, and fucking like wear devil horns to sell a record. Fuck that. Or be a witch, or be that, all of that. All of that.
And the internet has a lot to say. One person said, I believe Allie. I always have. She gave great details, names, and she has documentation. She reported the tunnels, children in cages, party favors, and satanic worship. She described the MK Ultra conditioning from the time she came forward. She has been threatened and hunted down for years. She deserves to be heard. Another person said, I have been asking for years where the foster care children were, and who was watching those foster parents. I have long said that CPS was more of a detriment to kids. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Katt Williams joining Ally Carter to expose more about the Epstein files? And do you really think the things that Ally claims were done to her are really what they did to everybody else? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other, very messy video.